Always just that active red light defending. I think it's like. There's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. Come on. Am I live? Of course I'm live. People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. As I do, thank you every day for your support across both platforms. Twitch gang, appreciate you lot. We had a fantastic stream where we obviously looked at Arsenal's fixtures. You know, October looks crazy. Our season starts away at Crystal Palace and ends at home to Wolves. You know, December looks a bit political for me. November/October as well. April isn't the easiest. Literally no easy games. And, you know, our away games are kind of bunched together. Among the obvious, away form winning away games played a big reason as to why we didn't get top four or have a better season. So, yeah, man, Twitch gang, appreciate that. In relation to YouTube, after this, I'll cut up that specific clip and you'll have it in it, or you'll have that on YouTube in it. But that's why you need to be following on YouTube and Twitch. People say don't miss a damn thing. Please hit the like button as usual. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course in some cases where it concerns good night. Hope with it being Thursday, you're all having a progressive week. You're all overcoming any obstacles and hardships, and you're all moving that much closer to your goals, hopes, dreams, ambitions, and aspirations. Can't do any of that without health. You ain't got health, you're dead. So I hope you and your loved ones have good health and better health for many moons to come in it, people. So yeah, big up yourself, smash the like button. As I said, can we get to 100 likes? Twitch gang, just keep doing what you're doing throughout the course of this video. I mean, we can talk Gabriel Jesus, Raphina, and Nkunku we spoke about on Twitch, but we can go over again. Torreira has been linked with Roma. You know, for obvious reasons, he played in Italy. Fiorentina, are not keeping him permanently. So that kind of gives you that conclusion. Let me just type in Arsenal once again and see if there's anything. Already had that. Already seen that. I mean, look, every you type in Arsenal, look, fresh talks for Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal pushing to find an agreement, all of these sort of things. This is crazy. Yeah, I can't find anything else, but is where it is. We'll maneuver with what we have, people. Obviously, make sure you're following on Twitch journey to 10,000 and 50,000 on YouTube, people. Everyone drop a like for this stream. Appreciate that, my dude. Never an easy game in the Prem, unfortunately. As cliche as it is, 100% live and in color. Without a U, you know, us British folks, we spell color with a U. Raining here in buckets in New York, DG. Hope London is calmer and sunnier. Well, New York hasn't got the littiest of weather, but yeah, London is boiling. You know, if London or specifically England's got better weather than you lot, then you lot are doing something wrong. But yeah, I hope your day's doing better, Ben, man. I'm cool, man. Got my platform, Twitch and YouTube with you lot. Could be better, it could be worse. And it got my health, got my sexy looks. Just the biggest stress in my life at this moment in time is getting to 50,000 and 10,000 on Twitch and how I accelerate that. And also, actually, I'd say Arsenal just signing some bloody players. And Nkunku on the list now, man. You know we ain't spending 100 million on no Christopher Nkunku. He's wavy. We spoke about him on Twitch. We watched videos of him on Twitch. He's wavy. He's got the swagger. He's got the final ball. He plays with his head up, scores goals, can bang in a free kick. He's a dream in it, but I can't see us spending 100 million purely because if you're going to spend 100 million on a false nine, you would have went and paid whatever for Tammy Abraham, or paid whatever for Laturo, or paid whatever for Darwin, or paid whatever for this summer for Osimhen, you know. So maybe circumstances change, you know. And Nkunku, boy, he should have got that when Emre wanted that in it. Maybe he wouldn't have been the same guy he is right now, but you got to just have to to hold that one. Really, I don't buy the Christopher and Nkunku chat because I can't see us spending 100 million on Christopher Nkunku, getting Saka, Martinelli, and Saliba new deals, bringing in Gab Jesus on because he's not going to be on Little Boy wages, giving Nketiah this projected contract, and do all of that without sorting out Bellerin, Torreira, Ainsley Maitland-Niles on paper, even though he might be going Fulham, Leno, these sort of things. There's not, and without Champions League football, I'm no finance man. It's just the words were told, it don't add up. We must be serious, hopefully, man. Hopefully. It's a lost day today for True, man. I like that Vintaya guy, man. Looks very good on the ball, you know, creates a lot of space for himself, you know, low center of gravity. He's a typical Arsenal looking midfielder. We spoke about it on Twitch, but the Porto chairman said they've rejected an offer, a very good offer for him. His release clause is 35 million, so whoever wants him is penny pinching, really. Apparently, we stall deals after personal terms have been agreed on purpose, and among the agents across Europe were known as Stallista. We do differ, you know. We agreed something for Guimaraes, we left it, and then what happened? We agreed something for Griezmann, we left it, and then what happened? That's what Arsenal's been about. Good morning to all the Americans. We got New Zealand in here, you know. Good afternoon to other people, but better yet, good evening to you, my guy. Jesus for 50 million is a decent offer. Big up DG. Bear clubs are just out here window shopping, pun intended. Hope you're doing better, Jay. I haven't been here in a while. You don't need to apologize, bro. You got your own life to live. My apologies. But how do you feel about Bissouma and missing out and those guys getting him? Well, I would have liked Bissouma, but internally, our club has made it clear that we're not going for that profile of midfielder. So our loss is someone else's gain. I thought he would have ended up at United purely because I think he needed them the most. They need him as well. Yeah, it's a great signing for Spurs. You know, 25 years of age, improves their midfield. Been speaking about Bissouma too much, and he's got nothing to do with me. Good signing, 25 million. You know, Spurs have done a lot of shit signings. Ndombele for big boy P's. That's not one of them. I mean, I hope he flops because he plays for the Ops. Nothing personal with that. But, you know, in fact, it's all personal. So, yeah, man. I haven't seen Turkey in the building, but shout out to the Turkish ones tuned in. Good whatever times, wherever you are from Nottingham. Shout out the Knots ones. Hey, Boston. Crazy international in that pre-season's in 2 weeks. We need to get a move on. Still, we need to get a move on. He didn't make it out. So what? It's where you finished. So much players went through adversity. If that was the logic, Andy Cole would have never been a Manchester United legend. He didn't make it out Arsenal. I know that whole reject thing is a very snooty thing, but you know he's rebuilt himself at Porto. That don't make sense. What are your thoughts on Skimako? He looks decent, but you know, hold up play offers a bit different, better with the ball to feet than I thought. But I don't think we're signing Donny. Bissouma's a boyhood Arsenal fan, much like Doherty and Aouar. I mean, and Aurier. If he can't join us, then he'll just take the spuds down from within. I hope so. I hope he collapses, but realistically, I can't see that he's going to be every much of a great signing for them, in my opinion. All right, YouTube. I don't know what you was telling me there, but all right, cool. We're calm. So yeah, it is what it is, really. It really is what it is. Keep any opinions, questions, talking points you've got, keep them coming. Shout out to you. So yeah, let's get straight in. You know what? Let's try something. Let's get the transfer news done early doors, really. Sorry, folks. Got to do my little timestamps. And again, you better make sure you're pre in the timestamps in the damn video. In fact, let's go over the fixture list again, man. Let's go over the fixture list. So it's only right. I did it on Twitch. Again, Twitch, you was here. It's only right we do it. Fixture list reaction. And then we'll get into the transfer news. It's only right now. Let me share my screen with you guys. As you can see, the 2022-23 season fixtures have been announced, people. We start at Crystal Palace. We end at Wolverhampton. Well, no, we start at Crystal Palace. We welcome Wolverhampton in May. Whatever happens in this, you know, all that matters is where you start and where you finish. And we start at the top. So the only way is literally down. As I've said before, obviously, you know, just if you're just listening, you know, in August, we have 5 games. Sorry, I can't even. This graphic is doing a madness to my eyes. I need to zoom in a tiny bit. All right, calm. Had to zoom in a bit. But yeah, if you're just listening and you can't see what's on the screen, Crystal Palace away, Leicester at home, Bournemouth away, Fulham at home, and also we end August with Aston Villa at home. Am I right there? The 27th. Oh, I think the 27th and the 3rd. I don't know. I have to check the 3rd. Please don't be on the 3rd. Please don't be on the 3rd. I'm telling you, lot, from now, I believe the 27th, there ain't gonna be no watch along or nothing from me. Yeah, I'm not about. Please don't. And then please, this September the 3rd, please don't shag it. Don't shag it. Please don't shag it. September the 3rd. It might not be a Man United waiting, but Crystal Palace away, Leicester at home, Bournemouth away, Fulham at home, Villa at home. So away form was a big thing. Crystal Palace away from home. The first thing I did when I looked at this first time was I looked for Crystal Palace, Southampton, Brighton, and them sort of fixtures there. Away from the 13 losses, our inability to manage games, our inability, while we finished 5th for clean sheets, to get clean sheets, and all the other things that go into being a street smart team, our performances away from home, whether it's how we've been set up, whether it's the fans, whether it's what other people are doing, it is what it is. So the away games, Bournemouth, you should be winning, but that's going to be a bookie game. I can tell you that from now. Crystal Palace, we need to be winning. So August, it kind of is what it is. We need to be picking up maximum points because we need some momentum going into Manchester United on the 3rd of September. They're going to have a new manager. They beat us at Old Trafford last season. We do not travel well to Old Trafford. Again, especially Old Trafford, like Everton away, they're 2 games we actually took the lead and failed to walk away and go back down the M-way with 3 points. You can't do that in the Premier League, really and truly. September's a big month. Brentford away, I want revenge. Lost away from home, want to go win there. You've got Manchester United away, Brentford away. Sandwiched in between that in September is obviously Everton at home. Some of these things are subject to I guess, TV rights and fixture and changes and things like that. So not everything is going to be set in stone per se here, people, if that makes sense. But we need momentum because October is, for me, where I start getting shook. October, April, I'm shook. I can't lie to you, people. Spurs at home. Don't know what Conte's on with their new signings, but it's not going to be the Nuno Spurs that played against us. After that, you've got Liverpool at home, where to a degree it's a write-off. But I'm ambitious, but you need to start taking points off the top 6 teams. There's no point talking about Liverpool, we only lost 2-0, we never lost 5-0. Or the language when we lost to City, you would have thought Arsenal won. We didn't win. We need to start getting points on the board. I know it's difficult. And out of all of these fixtures, Liverpool and City is a bit of a write-off. But we, on top of improvements, we need to actually move away from cherry picking, playing well in moments or playing well against the top 6, top 4, and actually play well. Not going to really get at you for losing to City or Liverpool. But if I go off the City game last season, I'm being harsh. But that was another game we took the lead and failed to take 3 points. Much like Crystal Palace at home, Everton away, Manchester United away. Things like that. You can't afford to do that in the Premier League. So that you've got a 6-pointer with Spurs and Liverpool. Then you travel to Leeds United and Jesse March away from home. Should be winning that, but that's bookie. Then you've got Man City. So we've got 3 of the top 4 in October. Southampton away, bogey team. One of the first fixtures I look for. Not confident about that. You should be beating Nottingham Forest at home. Away is a different story though. So you need to make some momentum. In November, you've got Chelsea away. Now, the Stamford Bridge dance floor is kind of calm for us in recent years, but you can't write them off. And, they're recent Champions League winners, really, apart from this season. So we need to do a job. Wolverhampton, you need to be winning there. December, obviously, we've got to remember the World Cup's going to come and collapse everything at some point. You've got West Ham and Brighton away. Brighton away, we were lucky to get a point, I'll be real. We were very lucky. Again, for me, October's the one I'm looking at. This is why we need a bigger squad and bigger options and things like that. January sees us welcome Newcastle at home. We've then got away to Tottenham, and then we end the month with Manchester United away at home. Sorry. So yeah, man, we're gonna get the United games done over and quickly, and the North London derby ones. February sees us travel to Everton away. We've got Brentford at home. We've got Aston Villa away and Leicester away. Aston Villa and Leicester, 2 games that were a bit nervy towards the end. Everton, another game where we took the lead and failed to take 3 points. You can't afford to do that. Simple as that. And we've got to remember there's probably going to be injuries and some form's going to be better than others. So you can't write off anything at this moment. March sees us welcome Bournemouth at home before we travel to Fulham. And then we play our last game of the season against Crystal Palace in March. We then head over to my birthday month, April the 13th. Make sure you put that in your calendars. Presents, and more presents. We've got Leeds United at home. We then go to Anfield. On the 15th of April, we go to West Ham away from home. We then have Southampton. We then go to City's ground, and then we play Chelsea. April's a big month. October, you know, for me anyways, I've already said it, October, April, a month I'm really looking at with a bit of nerves, if I'm completely honest with you. And then obviously May sees us travel to Newcastle. You saw what happened in the last time we played them. We've got Nottingham Forest away as well. You saw what happened when the last couple of times we played them in the cup. Before that, we've got Brighton at home, and we lost to Brighton at home this year. So let's not do that next year. And then the season ends in you know, on the 28th of May against Wolves. So there's some big fixtures there, man. There's no run of games per se I could look at and say, yo, this is where you could pick up form. Maybe February looks on paper, it looks kind. 3 away games isn't tough though. Isn't hard, sorry. I mean, is tough, but yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. But October's the one. October and April are the ones. But then again, I'm looking at last season, August, how we started this. You know, there's many things as to why we needed to improve or what we can improve. But one, if we looked at it in 3 points, how we started the campaign was disastrous. So you kind of start as you mean to go on. And then after that, I look, so can we start well away from home? Then after that, the January period, that was pivotal. If we need to do business, make sure you do it. Because, you know, according to the month, some players are going to be playing better than others. Some are going to lose form. Some are going to be doing whatever. So I look at August, January, and then May, because obviously we fell off in the latter stage of April/May. You know, we didn't do what we needed to do in January. We didn't start the season well. And then obviously every other game and every other month paints a picture. And this is obviously without talking about the FA Cup come January, the League Cup that we will be playing in, the Europa League, which again in the cup, in the group stage games, you can flex and finesse, but you get where I'm going with that. So yeah, man. These sets of fixtures are the best I've seen in a while. May have a chance if we get things right. I don't know about that. I can't see a favourable run of fixtures, and I don't like that ifs things. April 30th, 2023. I got you, bro. I heard that. April 13th, though. Doing me dirty in April. Can't even enjoy my birthday, bro. I've bust case, boy. Whatever happens, I'm cool, boy. 2 days later, we play West Ham. I mean, I'm ruling myself out of... Say, let me check my calendar, people, because I just want to let you lot know in advance. Put that in your calendars. There'll be no DG watch along on the 3rd of September. I'm so sure. 27th of August as well. Let me find this. It is the 3rd of September. Ooh. All right, so third, I'm not doing, you know, there might not be a Man United watch along, and there won't be a Fulham watch along, and then yeah, I'm out here, man. You can't blame me, man. Selco events and that, but yeah, that brings an end to the fixture calendar list, or our opinions on it, really. So yeah, it is what you get. I mean, you know, I don't know why we get excited about it, because we know what the league's about. We all have to play each other twice, and we know this every year, people. October and April is congestion, of course, especially the tail end, because you know. We've got the Europa League, and to be fair, I don't know how the Europa League and Champions League group stages are going to be played. A lot, like really and truly, they're going to have to condense them even more, because, as you know, the season's going to break up in October for whatever reason. November, apologies. So they're going to have to rush it really and truly. We're going to have to see what's going on there. So yeah, make of that what you will. That's that. You know, we're going to get into the transfers in a second. In fact. Are we at 100 likes yet? When we get to 100 likes, we'll go into the transfers. We're at 82. There's 255 on YouTube. Twitch gang, you're doing amazing. Don't worry about nothing. Deluded talks. Might have to get copyright on that. Big up yourself, mate. Tuned in late. Oh, you late? Well, you see, I'm not making a big deal of it. Love for the super chat, Desmond. DG, our games will shift for cup competitions, so more cups. So more games need a deep squad, get the moves done. Exactly what I mean. The season starts earlier. A lot of Sorry, people. A lot of people have had a long season. There's going to obviously be the World Cup to think of, and we don't know how players are going to react to that, or some players might come back with injuries. We've got 5 substitutions. We need a bigger squad because, as you said, cup competitions, if we don't learn these lessons, we're going to be in trouble. And also, obviously, you know, even the most optimistic of Arsenal fan probably does not expect Thomas Partey, Tommy Asu, and Kieran Tierney to at least be available for 30 of the 38 Premier League games, really and truly. So, yeah, we need suitable cover or suitable options so that we're not always screaming, oh, what happened if we had this guy, if we had that guy? This is the Premier League. Injuries are part of football and reactions to that are required. We need to improve because how you are at your worst is really defines a team. Everyone can be good in favourable circumstances. So, yeah, let's hope we learned our lessons from last year. But seeing is believing. Love for the super chat regardless, though, man. No, there's something wrong with my Twitch. I've sent an email. So if you're subbed, you'll be back, man. You'll be back tomorrow. Just waiting on replies. You're just going to have to hold it for now. You're just going to have to hold it for now as I try and troubleshoot that one, man. Who else have we got? Man just said Arteta out. Fair enough. Okay. Did you see the news that we're closing in on Jesus? Allegedly, yeah, we'll get into that in a sec. Not a bad fixture, to be fair. Uncle Pat away is tough. I love Odegaard, but I feel sometimes the final pass is on, and I know he has the ability, but he doesn't play it. What do you think is stopping him? Maybe 30 players. Is there any other way of getting trusted tickets without getting an Arsenal membership? I mean, if you've got links, fair enough, but I wouldn't know any direction to point you in, my guy. It's a long shot, but if we want to compete, we can go August and September, no losses. I don't know about that. Taking an L against the Palace boys, Eagles. First 8 are decent fixtures. Next 8, I'm not too sure. What do you think of Arda Güler? I mean, he's a very technical-based player, isn't it? I mean, he reminds me a tiny bit of Mesut Ozil. So if we are really grabbing him, I'm here for that. All the time, mate. So, yeah, it is what it is. Good morning, F1. Hope you're doing well and safe, as usual. 100 likes. A promise is a promise. We've hit the 100 likes barrier. So, with that, let's get into the transfer news. Obviously, in future reference, people, my live streams, make sure you're checking in the descriptions the timestamp so you can specifically get what you think we have, man. Yeah, we're there, man. Chill out. You reckon we'll get Raphina? Probably not, but hope so. I mean, it seems like if Barca can find the peas, he's theirs, isn't it, really and truly? But where should we start? Let's start with Gabriel Jesus, man. We're going to just have to read through several bits of media. Apparently, Gabriel Jesus wants to join Arsenal, who are increasingly confident that they are close to agreeing a deal. Arsenal are expected to increase their offer, which is short at the present of Man City's valuation of around 50 million. Apparently, Arsenal's initial bid for Gabriel Jesus was worth up to 30 million quid. Once again, he wants to join us, apparently. So, yeah, make of that what you will. That's the first bit. This article is saying Gabriel Jesus and his family's agents have arrived already in England. Arsenal are still ahead. To complement what we published in April, the confirmation of Gabriel Jesus' environment for ongoing talks with Arsenal, we can now confirm the arrival of the player's agent and family to Manchester to complete negotiations with Manchester City. The pace of negotiations is now scheduled to accelerate as Manchester allowed the player to leave this summer. Jesus is also in Manchester since the end of the international mission with his country. The player wants to determine his future as soon as possible and focus on preparing for the next season in the best possible way. What we also know is that despite the interest of several other clubs in the player, Arsenal is still ahead in the lead in signing him. Until this moment, the club has full confidence in the possibility of completing the deal in the coming days and also wants to complete the deal soon. I mean, you're not alone. I think every Arsenal fan wants to see that done. So that's that. Next, apparently, Fabrizio Romano is apparently saying, people, Gabriel Jesus Arsenal transfer developments expected in the next few hours. Apparently, Romano says Arsenal fans can expect potentially significant developments in the next few hours. Arsenal are set to hold further talks over a possible deal for Jesus today, and the Brazil international remains their top target up front. Still, it could be that if progress isn't made in today's talks, the North London Giants will move on to other targets. In commas, Gabriel, well, quotation marks, better yet, Gabriel Jesus is still the main target of Arsenal as of today, Romano explains. In the next few hours, there will be new contacts to understand if they can reach an agreement or move on to other targets. There's not only Arsenal on Gabriel, who will 100% leave City. He's a top player who wants to start matches, and it's not too surprising to see him take his time over his future, which he's entitled to do. we've spoken on that. Fabrizio Romano said, I'm aware there's been speculation about Arsenal chasing Christopher Nkunku. It's not an easy one for Arsenal. The price is over 100 million euros because Leipzig want to try to keep him at all costs and could even offer him a new contract this summer. Can't see that, but it is what it is. Who wouldn't want Christopher Nkunku? He's got the swagger. He's got the final, he's got the good way to pass. He plays with his head up. He can hit a free kick. He's got a lot. He's a very technical footballer. He makes good runs, scores goals. He'd be a perfect false nine, but if I was him, I'd probably stay put at Leipzig, go into the World Cup in the best possible form, and then move. And it seems like Leipzig are keen to sell him next summer. And I can't see us spending 100 million on Nkunku to go with Gabriel Jesus, Nketiah, Saka, Martinelli, and Saliba new deals without any potential outgoings or significant outgoings, really. So there's that. I can't pronounce my man's name, but Arda Güler is apparently a player that Arsenal are hot on. Very technical player, man. Got a future in the midfield somewhere. Very creative player. Can play between the lines. Plays with his head up. Can play a defense, split and pass. Very cultured 17-year-old. Would need to improve physically, but I think he's going to have a decent future. And I hope Mesut Ozil, who's a current teammate, is giving him the cosign. Apparently, Fenerbahce is experiencing the excitement of Arda Güler. The Premier League team Arsenal started the transfer process for the young star. Arsenal's preparing to make an offer to the yellow dark blue players for the player whom Mesut Ozil also praised. They met with Ozil for Arda Güler, who showed himself this season. Many clubs, especially Arsenal, had come to Turkey for the 17-year-old young star. The British giant is preparing to knock on the Yellow Canaries' door for Arda Güler. Fenerbahce keeps its testimonial expectations very high for the young star, according to reports by Aksam.com or something from the British press. The young dark blue, Google Translate's butchering this. People are waiting for, I assume this means an offer of 25 million euros. In the continuation of the news reported, it stated that Arsenal could afford to pay this fee, and they insist on adding Güler to their squad by transferring him. As you know, he's only played in 16 official matches, 373 minutes. He's got a lot of potential, people. He needs to bulk up physically and obviously things according to his age. But yeah, he's quite lit from what I see. We've been linked with Fabian Ruiz. Once again, people, I don't think it's happening, but Napoli are set to open the doors for Arsenal to make a move for Fabian Ruiz, according to this Italian journalist, Paolo Bragia, as the player's contract reaches its final year. People scrolling all the way down. It seems like Telemans is the key target. We're not going to grab Basuma, but he has said the club is in fact having a tough approach on Fabian. The player wants to leave the team, so Napoli will listen to important offers or he'll be relegated to the bench as he'll be excluded from the club's project. I back the interest from Arsenal. I'd love this guy to sign for us. He's everything the club pretends Xhaka is. I bring back the interest from Arsenal and Juventus, even if Juventus cannot make proposals worth 30 to 40 million. With Juventus struggling to compete financially with its Premier League rivals, Arsenal will have to make their mind. No chance there, really, but that'll be a lip-sided. Pardon me. Allegedly, Arsenal are closing in on 18 million. Aaron Hickey as ex-Hearts boy nominated for prestigious Golden Boy. We'll get off the screen, I believe. But apparently, we'll have to pay upwards of 18 million to sign the 20-year-old, with Hearts in line for a sizable windfall due to a sell-on percentage, people. Apparently, the Bologna Donny said Hickey is one of those we could sacrifice, but if we don't receive adequate offers, he'll stay for another year. We have a good potential to do well and earn more than 50 points. We must be good at financing new signings and finding new players. If we make the right moves, we'll be able to replace them and keep all the others. Fair play. On Raphina, Romano said Arsenal have been keeping tabs on Raphina since March. He's one of the possibilities on the list, but not the only one. Leeds are asking for 55 million euros guaranteed and not paid in many installments, which is why the deal to Barca has slowed down. Crazy. So if we can grab him, why not? But they're not on this broke boy thing, so I don't know what we're able to do for that. Really and truly, I mean, you could humor yourselves, Arsenal fans. Apparently, the Brazilian admitted in his piece for Player Tribute, I'd be watching the Premier League with my dad on free-to-air channels. Henry was flying, man. The runs, the finishes, it was crazy. I also remember that the stadiums were always full. The songs, the shout, the noise. I can remember the details. I was probably sitting in a rundown bar somewhere in Restinga when I made the vow, one day I'm going to play here. Does that mean Arsenal? Please, mate. Why not, people? But I can't see that happening. Leeds are understanding their of their wingers' desire to play on the European stage. The Champions League's overrated, bro. Europa League, there's more games really, and teams drop down. This is where it's supposed to be. Raphina, come sign for us. But I have no obligation to sell unless their valuation is met. Arsenal have reportedly stepped up their interest in a bid to pit their London rivals to the Brazilian, but missing out on the Champions League instantly puts the club at a disadvantage compared to Spurs, who have been linked, and Barcelona. And I'm not sure if Liverpool will go for him, but Liverpool were previously linked with him in the past. So make of that what you will. 116 likes. Can we move to 200? If you've hit the like button, God bless you. If you haven't, unexpected high bills are coming. Arsenal willing to sell flop at 15 million euros. Two clubs have come knocking. Phil Price is expensive. This is talking about Pablo Maria. I can't lie, I don't care enough to actually go in depth at this, but it says Lazio and AC Milan. See what happens when you sign average players. You not only waste money, but you're not able to sell them on because you've signed a shit player on big contracts and a decent wage. So it makes it difficult. No matter how much you lie about left-sided centre-halves and whatnot. And I wonder how much games Marie has actually played for Arsenal Football Club, and his fee, the loan fee and the permanent fee added together. How much did that work out at a cost per game? This is what I mean about Arsenal having, since 2013-15, I need to find the graphic. We've been up there for spending. Arteta and Edu inherited some problems in terms of how we spending and mismanagement. And when we actually have good players there, like Griezmann at a time, like Bruno Guimaraes, we dig our heels in and we drag it and drag it and drag it. But also they've had some L's of their own unnecessarily. Aubameyang's contract's an L because you tore it up, and you tore up Williams' contract as well. And Pablo Marie. Cedric, I mean, he's cost us points as well. He's done okay at times, but he's cost us points. So what does that mean? So how, you sign Pablo Marie, and ultimately he's going to leave Arsenal Football Club doing his thing. He's made 15 appearances for Udinese, who we should be trying to buy that Indogi guy from. He's made 22 appearances for Arsenal. How much will you sign for Pablo Marie? That's in all comps, by the way. How many are in the league? Crap, I've never seen that. When he gave away that penalty against Chelsea, when he got savaged against Lukaku, I never forgive Arsenal fans for saying that he's the best centre. Some said he's the best centre back at this club. He played 14 times in the Premier League, 22 appearances, 14 in the Premier League. And for how much? Let me type his name in. Signs for Arsenal. How much did you sign for? Because there's a loan fee plus a permanent. He signed on an initial loan with an option to buy. It was a deal worth 12 million. So, and when you factor in his wages, bro, that was silly. You do stupid things, you win stupid prizes, I guess. That's that. So, yeah, hopefully we can move him on and there could be some resources. I mean, it looks like Roma, Sevilla, and Real Sociedad have made contact for Josemar. Well, he doesn't seem to have many admirers. We spoke about that on Twitch. But yeah, it is what it is. Speaking of midfielders, Lucas Torreira is drawing interest from Roma. An old idea for Roma midfield. Lucas Torreira, after leaving Fiorentina for good, may be a new name for Roma. The Viola, Fiorentina decided not to redeem the Uruguayan player. I mean, why not? Jose Mourinho said he wanted a midfielder. I'm surprised there's been no Xhaka talks and whatnot. You did have Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Clearly, you weren't convinced in him at right back or in midfield. Torreira would be able to stay in Italy. He'd be playing under a great gaffer in Jose and whatnot. And you'd have your future sorted. So why not, man? Bring that. I'm all for that. Arsenal pushing for agreement for main transfer target Gabriel Jesus today. Arsenal will enter further talks with Manchester City today in an attempt to reach an agreement to sign Gabriel Jesus, according to reports. Once again, people, he's still the main target of Arsenal as of today. In the next few hours, there will be new contacts to understand if they can reach an agreement or move on to other targets, people. So at this moment in time, it appears that is the transfer rumours where Arsenal's concerned. I mean, Telemans, doesn't seem that there's anything there. Let me type in Arsenal again. No, really. Love for the super chat, my guy. Does Arsenal need to utilize the people he sent? I think you mean Arteta, the people he sent on loan and some youngsters in the cup games in Europa League, along with new signings to get a deep squad? Of course, if I'm some of these young players, Kiddo Taylor-Hart, who's been linked with Amari Hutchinson, who was linked with Reading not too long ago, You know, Brook Norton Coffey probably got on loan. You might as well, and a couple of names I haven't said, you're better off just going out on loan and playing football, because you're not going to play week in, week out. If, you know, I can't convincingly say you're even going to start in the Europa League group stages. Yeah, you might come off the bench, make your debut and things, but you're not going to learn. Half the time you're playing against teams like, oh, come on, if we butt Dundalk, come on, these men could probably wash them. The 23s could probably wash them. Go out on loan where nobody cares that you got potential and things. There's a level of expectation, and you've got to be able to perform every week. You know, I would keep Charlie Patino in and around the squad, but even him come January, there might be something. So, you know, that's an opportunity for the young players. If I'm Reece Nelson and things like that, the slightly older, younger players, you've got to keep it moving. It's not going to make sense staying and being around for the Europa League. You're only going to play 1-2 games. It's not going to make sense. Lukaku's highlight is obviously what he did to Marie. And to be fair, you know, now that it looks like people, now that it looks like Lukaku's going back over them sides. No wonder Marie's not trying to agree nothing with Udinese and that. Can't lie, Marie was a crap don. Youngsters in Europa thought, sorry, people just making another timestamp. Why not? Oh, lost my phone there. Love for the super chat, my chargy. Big up DG, always spitting facts. Appreciate that, Mark. Routine daily tune into DG. Appreciate that, my guy. Ben Jacobs, reliable source, reports Arsenal 50 million bid for Jesus. I mean, everyone and their nan's been saying this. Big up DG. Remember when Arsenal allegedly wouldn't play Marie because of appearance milestone bonuses? Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Taylor Hart should be trying to go out on loan. Apparently, the Birmingham guy name dropped it and said, if we pattern, I'm going to get him. Go and be out on loan. Twitch gang, we still doing FM? Yeah, we're there. Hey, Thierry, you've been gone for a minute. Big up yourself. Hope you're well and safe, man. Let's do a deal with Roma to include Tammy. I think that's a myth. People be like, what about game time? Blah, blah, blah. Do you think Jota went Liverpool with the guarantee of game time? You think Grealish went to City because he was guaranteed game time? No, you fight for your place. Amen. Agree with that. Bro, I forgot to like, but I done it now. So unexpected high bills retracted for me in it. Come on. Certain man was saying Marie's better than Gabriel. Certain man said Marie's a calming influence just because he had the nice little head set of hair and he used to put up his hands. Bro, Marie made man play crap. He had no pace. He didn't believe in himself. It's a bit like to a degree with Tavares. So players started overcompensating. If we get Raphina, where would he play? Would Arteta move Saka? I mean, Kevin, Raphina can play on the left. He can play on the right. There's issues. You know, if Smith Rowe's the guy, he's playing on the left. That means Odegaard's playing in the 10. That means it's bad news for Raphina in theory, or Saka in theory, or whatever. We need options. Martinelli is in the fold, can play on the left and the right. Martinelli can play in the front three positions. You know, Odegaard, he tried out wide, but he can play as an 8 and a 10. Smith Rowe's played out wide, played as an 8, played as a 10. You know, we need these options, really. You know, I'm not saying you, but a lot of these people that are saying, oh, if we sign Raphina, how is he going to play? Saka's there. You're screaming that Pepe should have got more game time or more of a chance. So clearly you recognize that it's a squad game. We need a squad. Relish it, you know. Let's be real. If Saka does move on one day to Liverpool, City, all those things, it's not going to be a playing week in, week out things, especially when you have the dips in form. You want to spot earn it. Give Arteta problems. Odegaard and Smith Rowe might have to get into the team, so that has a knock-on effect on what Martinelli, Saka, Raphina, in theory, maybe shit, even Gabriel Jesus, maybe Eddie and Nketiah. We need options. We need different game plans, man. I'm here for it all. DG, apart from Saliba, which player do you think will come back and feature heavily in the first team from their loan this year? I don't think there's any. I think Brook Norton Coffey, I know there's a lot of hype surrounding him. A long way to go. I think he's got a lot of potential, but a long way to go. He'll get absolutely destroyed in the Premier League. Same with Cedric, really. There's that. Only Saliba, really. I don't think I would love Reece Nelson to have a future. I think that's in the balance. I think Ainsley's done. I mean, in terms of ability, I would love Torreira to be part of the squad, but, you know, he's done. Marie, if Marie's part of the squad, then I already know we're not serious about nothing. Leno wasn't on loan. Who else went on loan? I don't think there is any off the top of my head. I don't think there is any that I'm like, yo, it's not like Chelsea fans. They might be saying, yo, what are we going to do with Billy Gilmore, Conor Gallagher, Broya? I'm probably missing out an next one, Levi Colwill, and all of them sort of guys there, and seeing what Tuchel's did. I don't think there's anyone like that. I would like to see Nelson given an opportunity, but it's probably best he stays at Feyenoord or leaves permanently. We ain't getting Raphina. Brian, are we getting anyone in your book? Of course I'm desperate. Remembering on Rehype Trust, you know Arsenal fans lap that up. Oh, he's an Arsenal fan. He grew up supporting the club. This and that. Come on now, man. It's not a that thing. Hit the like button if you haven't already. 142 likes. We should at least be at 200. You lot are violating, man. It's cool, though. It's cool. It's cool. It's crazy, man. Need 24 points if we're serious about top 4 in the first 10 games. If Arteta can't get 20 points in the first 10 matches, it's not good enough. Today is Youth Day in South Africa, where we celebrate the school kids that sacrificed their lives to fight the racist government. Shout out to the young dons all over the world. Shout out to them. May their souls rest in eternal peace. My prediction is similar window to last summer. Loads of links by unestablished players with maybe one recognized name. No disrespect, and will probably be underprepared yet again. You're not a positive at all. I mean, Arsenal hasn't shown you anything to be positive, but come on now, man. Misery loves company. Damn. Güler is too good for his age. Would defo buy him, then loan him back to Fenerbahce for a season. I think Arteta wants to emulate Man City style and don't really play with a recognized striker, but they've got recognized goal scorers. They're getting goals. We need to confirm goals. You know, we've got people that have the potential to score goals, not necessarily got the territory of scoring goals. I don't know if Saka, Smith Rowe are going to get double figures in the league again. Great for them this year, but I don't know. I don't know if Eddie Nketiah, I hope he can, as second fiddle striker, can get 10 league goals minimum. Odegaard got 7. Can you get 10 and 10? 10 goals, 10 assists minimum. Martinelli, you got 6. Can you get 10? Gabriel Jesus, 50. I think 20, but you lot rightly so said I'm being harsh. 15 to 20. Whoever's the main striker, 15 to 20 goals. Nothing less. Eddie Nketiah, if you're the second fiddle rotation option, 10 league goals minimum. Obviously, I want more. All of the young wide players, the Haaland Demons and Martinelli, you need to, Odegaard, you lot need to be aspiring for 10 and 10. Simple as that. Everywhere else around the squad, I don't see goal scorers. I expect goal scorers realistically. So it's one of them. Sorry, people. Just making a timestamp for you guys, as you do. Someone said Pepe needs a lift to the station. Yeah, man. He's done. Sadly, unfortunately, Pepe's done now, man. It's over for Pepe at Arsenal Football Club. You got a new agent, make him work. Telemans and Ruiz would be a dream. Add Partey in there. I hear that. Striker is that Jesus or Tammy? Jesus or Tammy. I don't know if it is that good player, but his stock's falling. Question: is Arsenal and City taking long to get deals done, or is Jesus and agents? It could be a mix of everything. Honestly, I don't know. Güler won't happen. He has extremely well relations with the Fenerbahce owner. They believe he'll stay for the upcoming future. Maybe, but they're going to sell him one day. I don't know if we'll get him now, but someone can get him. It'd be so typical Arsenal to sign Telemans after we play Leicester. Man need to be careful about pinching these pennies. A lower fee could spark concrete interest from elsewhere. A man said, just to let you know, Ralph Lauren ad popped up in the middle of your video. You're doing something right. You know more about this than me. Boy, you reckon we'll get Raphina? Don't have a clue, bro. Probably not. DG next season centre-back partnership. I'd prefer for it to be Saliba and Gabriel, but it probably for at least until something happens, I think, unless there's an injury at the start of the season or something like that, I expect to see Gabriel and Ben White. I would like to see, if we're not going to buy back our right back, Ben White might as well do the right back thing. Don't give a toss about styles. We're emulating as long as we're winning games. We're not exactly winning games, so yeah, there's that. When do you think this signing will happen? Not a clue. We will make 4 signings this season already with bags of quality. I hope so. Raphina, Jesus, and Telemans is a good window. It is. It is. What is your dream starting 11 next season? I don't have a dream starting 11. Arsenal and dreaming isn't a good cocktail. I don't know for dreaming. But if you could get Telemans, if you could get Fabian Ruiz, if you could get Gabriel Jesus / a striker, a dream would have been Rafael. That one day is gone. If you could get Raphina, these are what I dream of. I don't know for no dream 11 though. White and Saliba for me. Kit looks clean. It does look good, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just making it that way, man. Come on, there's 500 of you locked in and we're still nowhere near 200 likes. Crazy. The club has mocked us for the longest. I don't know what to believe anymore. How many points do you see us getting first 5 games, DG, assuming we get all our business done before then? I'd have to look at our fixtures again. Who have we got? The first 2, Crystal Palace, Leicester, I think Bournemouth, and I don't remember the next one. How many games do you say? First 5. Oh, wrong button. Trying to show you, look. First 5. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 6, 9. I think we'll win the home games. I'm not sure for Bournemouth away or Palace away. I think we'll win the home games. So 9, which it could be more, it could be less. Selling Pepe and bringing in Raphina wouldn't make sense. Pepe needs game time. I mean, Pepe's leaving and Raphina's better than him. Pepe needs game time. He's not going to get it here, bro. How many starts did Pepe make? Pepe's contracted until 2024. Same amount of time as Marie and Cedric. Same amount of time, better yet, as Martinelli, Saliba, and Saka. Them 3 are all projected for new contracts. Nothing is said with Pepe. Pepe needs to keep going, man. I'm sure Saka would welcome competition. He might be on a humble thing, but all elite athletes are competitive. To be fair to you, respectfully, fuck what Saka thinks, bro. This is Arsenal Football Club. Like, this is Arsenal Football Club. There needs to be competition. You're wearing the number 7. The number 7, the 10, the 9, the centre-back positions always should be looking at improving. You know, you got this level because nothing was given to you, Saka. That you got here because you did it. Nothing would be given to Raphina. You need competition. Man can't just play, man, because they're Bukayo Saka in academy. Forget all of that. Because when Saka isn't doing it, where's the other dons? All these lads on loan in Chelsea come back like new signings. I'm jealous that Chelsea Academy, though, we are getting there. I don't even want Saka to play majority of the games. I know he has a great mindset, but he's not that guy yet. So let's stop making out that he is. Yeah, chatting shit, man. Saka's one of the better players in our team. Whether we have an over-reliance on him because we're not bringing in players, that's fair play. But you're chatting horse manure, my guy. He needs to play. Like, no Saka, we don't get 3 points. That might be testament to Saka, and it also might be a damning verdict on the club. But what are you talking about? You know, as much as we're talking about Gabriel Jesus and Raphina, nobody signed. If nobody signs, you don't want Saka to play. Who the hell's going to play then? Flipping Steve Round, the earpod done. Come on, let's start saying sensible things. Do you think we'll offload Pepe? Yeah. Maybe not for no decent money, but yeah, probably a loan with an option to buy, purely because Pepe's got a new agent and you're not going to play football, bro. You know, I think if there was no AFCON, he would have left in Jan. What realistic signings would you make in these positions up front? I don't know what is realistic. I mean, because of the talk, Gabriel Jesus, I'd say left back. If we can't get Aaron Hickey, I'd go for Rafael Guerrero. Fabian Ruiz, I'd even inquire again about Arthur Melo. Centre back, it's a techie one because I said I'd rather find a cut price one. Arteta ditched Marie because he had better hairstyle than him. A Spanish centre back playing in Brazil. Who would thought he was that guy? Respectfully, game time is important though. If you can't guarantee chances at silverware, exactly. But is what it is. Trash. Shout out to the Australians tuned in. Come on. Smash the like button, guys and girls. Oh, my shout out to you. All good, thanks. Oh, you're talking to someone else. I'm button in. Arteta out, clueless Muppet. That's not nice. Isn't Guerrero too slow for the Premier League? No. I didn't wake up and choose violence. It's just, but come on now, man. We do need to rotate him, but you didn't say we need to rotate him. You literally said Saka should not play majority of the matches. That's what you said. I can only listen. I'm a big fan of not getting at what people haven't said, but you specifically said that. How can anyone get your point? You should have simply said rotate the guy. I understand the frustration, but let's not make it. Let us chat shit. I'm not on that on my channel. They ain't got tolerance for it. Pepe is already in the rear view mirror. It simply didn't work out for him. Went from Gnabry to Raphina. Then we're going to have Nelson back. This team's going to kill me. Oh, you know how it gets. Pepe is done at Arsenal. He needs new life at another club, and Raphina is going to be a beast. Raphina all day long, 10 to 12 points. Gooner, do you think we're going to win? Do you think we are going to win next season if we get Jesus and Gnabry? Win what? FA Cup? Europa? I hope. We'll finish 8th. Less at that, man. Great window would be Hickney or Zinchenko, to be honest, but applying Arsenal tax, I don't think we're going for Zinchenko. I'd like him to turn and join us, but I can't see it. We've turned into personal agreement FC, monitoring FC. Crazy. Lots of people want high bills, it assumes. What striker would you prefer for our Arteta's system at the moment? A target man or a false nine? I think a false nine would operate better, but games away from home, like I vividly, the Newcastle one, we need someone that can hold the ball. I think we need a centre mid that can that can hold on to the ball and get us further up the field. I think they don't need to be a target man per se, but they need to be good with it. They're back to goal. Because when we're up against it, that ball into the channels for Saka and that is bait, bro. Like, it's bait. Plus, Saka's a human being. There's only so far he could go. Have you reacted to our transfers? Yes, I have. There'll be timestamps out, and I've actually done that on Twitch. Would you be happy if we parked the bus and won games? Not necessarily. I only sanction boring football if you're winning everything at all times. Really and truly, no. Beating Palace would be a dream start. Trust, but it's not how you start, it's where you finish. A crazy Arsenal feeling. We shall talk about Jesus and Telemans all transfer and end up signing some player from France. Doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. I'd rather just sign competent players, really. Tired of having defenders that can't defend and just basic competencies. What's your prediction for next season? I've barely digested this season, bro. I don't know. More of the same unless something really improves. Finish as high as 4th, as low as 8th. I hear that. But I can only go on what you're saying, my guy. Next season, we should hope to finish at least top 3 or top 4. Need more goals from midfield and strikers, trust. But you look at the profile of the midfielders. You know, Telemans might have the capacity, but I don't have him down as a goal scorer per se. Odegaard has to develop that, but I don't have him down as a goal scorer. You know, Partey and El Nene and Xhaka, they might score once in a blue moon. You can't look at them for that. So it might have to be a case of the profile. I like Seko Fofana at Lens. Lens have a couple of good players, really. Pardon me. We need 5 signings minimum if we want to compete for top 4. I hear that. You're not wrong. But it all depends who. We should go for Zaha. Feels like that boat has sailed, bro. Feels like that Zaha boat is gone, man. You just got to accept that. It's gone, bro. It's gone. I think we should aim to finish 3rd this season if we get Gnabry and Jesus, and we might win a European Cup. All right, listen, we need to show we can finish 4th. Because every minute last season, when the players are talking about 4th and the 3rd and the players are, we start collapsing. All we need to do, as I keep saying, you know, where's the fixture calendar list again? Sorry, all I keep saying, I say the same thing all the time. From August, let's just focus until the end of the year. Let's not watch what no one's doing. Let's not focus on what no one's doing. Just make it to the end of the year. Yeah, from December to February. Get out of that festive period. From February to about March, get into that period. From April till May, your hard work got you there. Don't let it down. There's so much as much as it's about new signings, we need to look at what we did wrong last season and that. 13 losses, unacceptable. We finished 5th for clean sheets, and I do think we've improved defensively, but we're not a good defensive side. And Liverpool improved dramatically defensively in Klopp's reign. City never really get credit for being a fantastic defensive side, Conte is going to make Spurs a bit more of a defensive side. If we're not scoring goals and we're conceding, it's a bad cocktail. 13 losses, not too many victories away from home, not too many victories when losing. Literally, it's all or nothing. Not too many draws. We either win or lose. Sometimes in the Premier League, you just haven't been playing well. It's just not your day. If you can't win, don't lose. Sometimes when we've got a run of fixtures and we know what's at hand, we get too emotional. Being street smart, we score and then concede straight away. Some of it is down to youth, but at the same time, and I know old habits die hard, but some of it is you've played enough games, you need to learn now, really and truly. There's several things really, you know. It's not just about signing, you know. Again, on the football field, when that midfielder signs and Telemans gets that ball off the centre half, he needs to look up and see different runners. The striker needs players to help break down low blocks, or the striker's just going to do what we saw Eddie doing to a degree, what we saw Aubameyang doing to a degree, what we saw Lacazette doing to a degree, and you're just running around at some point. It can't be enjoyable being up front as a striker right now at Arsenal Football Club. You ain't being given a wealth of chances. If I'm honest with you, there's so much we need to improve and so much we need to do. But as I said, just by looking, as I said, all we should be doing is looking at ourselves. We need to just focus on this. Last season, the start was poor. Start this season better, you know, have a points tally and go and get it. Try and win those away games. In my opinion, on paper's a different thing. Those are 5 very winnable games in August. You need to try and take them points. Manchester United away, we lost that last season. We want to win it, but give yourself that insurance if it goes left. The same goes with Brentford. Everton away, until the end of the year. We know fixture pile-up's going to be a reality. We've already spoken about how peak October looks. We need to get out that January period fighting, you know, from January until March, and then from March to April, and then April to May. It's you know, if your hard work gets you in a top 4 debate, don't let yourselves down. Like we did, we would let ourselves down this season, still be given opportunities to claim stuff, and then we'd still mess up. So I don't know what we're on really and truly. We're bugging out. 200 likes. Thank you very much. There's 437 of you on Twitch. Can we begin towards 300 people? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What it is. It is what it is. I know some people hate that term. I see someone commenting that the other day, you know, but we need to look internally. As much as other teams are improving and doing these things, we defeat ourselves, people. We defeat ourselves. We need to look internally. If we can improve and maximize these things that I've said, then we could start looking left and right and whatnot. We need to. The only way to improve is looking at what we've done at the past, and then you look at your rivals. You know, the top 4, apart from Chelsea, at this moment in time, and they probably will. They've all got guys that are going to score double figures, and to be honest, Chelsea probably have a couple of them. These are the things we need to do if we want to get to where we need to go to. But if we do the same things we did this year, yeah, there'll be some periods we'll dream and it'll look possible. But fundamentally, when it's crunch time, some players will let you down. I think there's too much of a romance with squad players. I'm not going to lie. There's been times last season where Rob Holding, Cedric, Tavares, every squad, El Nene, they've all done well. But there's going to be times like they've shown that the novelty wears off and they show you their level. They're just not built for it. And that's something Arsenal need to be wary of. Some players can't go on the journey we need to go on. We need to hit back properly this season. And we are our worst enemies. And for the players, get their mindsets. Because you've gone into games looking frightened at times. You know, you don't need to want clean sheets. When you can see the goals you did against Leeds, against Newcastle, against Spurs, against Everton in that victory, Watford away, the way we defended towards the end against Leicester and Villa away from home, that's not a team that wants top 4 or capable of it. And also, we can't forget being able to flip and handle away crowds and hostile environments, man. Some of it is down to age, but them excuses are only going to go so far. You know what the Prem is about. Yo, bro, I really need Jesus. Go church then, my brother. We just need to put the work on if we're going to do good next season. I'm sorry, but no way we're getting Raphina. We won't pay that money. We are not serious enough, DG. Don't worry, Arteta will throw the FA Cup in the 3rd round. So much love from Tanzania, mate. Shout out, Rashad. Shout out the Tanzanians. Is that the right word? Shout out you, man. Mel, shout out to you. James Alcott, shout out him. You know, he's Nate, man, but yeah, my man used to be on bullshit and that. Shout out to him, it's all love. James Alcott said there are overloads of midfielders at Juventus. You think we might end up with a bargain on midfielder from Juventus since Pogba is going there? Locatelli's already there. Who though? They're still linked with midfielders with Fabian Ruiz today. They got a fetish for them. Really and truly. Keep dreaming. Once we start winning trophies, you have nothing on us. Your mid-table with a Muppet big head manager. Good luck. Why on earth does a world-class player want to go to Arsenal? Steve, round of applause, man. Round of applause. Once we start winning trophies, you want a reaction, so I'll give it to you. I'd rather be a has-been than a never been. When you lot can take our captain and then bring him to your ground and win the Premier League trophy. Bearing in mind, we've done that there twice. You can talk shit. When you've won a Premier League trophy, you can talk shit. By all means, Tottenham fans, be optimistic. You're doing a lot of things I wish Arsenal was doing. You've got a fantastic manager. You've got a great stadium. You're getting some great players, provided they all happen, people. None of these players we've been linked with are world class, really and truly. You finished ahead of us of the last 6 years. You've only chasing 20-odd years. So, yeah, once you start winning trophies, once you make sure you win a trophy, you know. Have you got the reply you want, Steve? There you have it, Steve. I bet your girl's an Arsenal fan. Anyways, Charles, man, chatting shit on the gigahertz, but he got his reply. Look at me, Deluded replied to me. Look at me, wife. I bet you go into your wife's room. Go into your wife's room. I bet she's doing the bandili. And I bet you certain man I bet you even fucking Lacazette could score with that. See, now you see where it is. But there you have it, man. There you have it. I appreciate the trolling. Back to this. There you have it, bro. Fair enough. Big up all the legit Spurs fans. I understand the bants, but that genuinely, my man Paul's defo got a hard on with that. Look at me. How long did you take to think of that, you muppet? What man said once we start winning trophies. Bro, we're just going to flip the script. You win an FA Cup. We've done that the most times with United. You win the League Cup. What is that? It's a Mickey Mouse trophy. It's only relevant. You win the league, which you know you're not going to win the league in your heart, you know. And by all means, talk up the crowd, because if you lot bottle this season, I'm on you, because the way you lot are moving, the guys you lot are signing, credit to you lot. And I hope to see Spurs labelled as dark horses for the league and all these things. By all means, you've got it. You've got Son. You've got Kane. You've got this. You've got that. Be optimistic. Despite all of that, you've still come to a little old Arsenal channel to talk shit. Shout out to you, man. But you got your reply. Less of that now. Anyways, man said once we win. Big up to him. Now, I know a lot of legit Spurs fans, but this guy's a fucking muppet, mate. Now, Spurs fans are welcome on the channel. I know a lot of good ones, but like, my man definitely strikes you as someone, you know, he definitely doesn't strike you as someone that has to sign in at police stations. He definitely strikes you as someone you'd want to be around. Weirdos of society, bro. He's probably licking the pavement and that, bro. And I wish I could say more. I'll get cancelled. But anyways, shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. Yeah, my pit. You know, go on Tapping Toes. Tapping Toes brought out some great videos about Basuma and that. Instead, you're here waffling, bro. Come on, man. This guy ain't got no son, bro. Does this strike you as someone that I am probably the most you know, this is probably the most human interaction he's ever had. Anyways, I'm sure my man signed up to some OnlyFans or something, man. He's a weirdo, bro. He sounds like a don that goes porn conventions, but on task. That's it. Love for the super chat. Tottenham fan, do they realize they have to win to talk rubbish? Wouldn't be surprised if they go out the Champions League. Let them do the thing, bro. Let them do their thing, bro. He's entitled to talk his crud, but he wanted a reply. I'll give it you. Pause. Big up DG from China. Big up you. I haven't seen that. Am I getting you in trouble? Hailing up China? I swear you got to use VPN. Can't wait to see who Arsenal will buy. I have low expectations about Arsenal getting a ruthless hitman in front of goal. Trust. But we can try, though. We can try. No, I can't bother. Just make sure these players all adapt. I don't give a fuck about Spurs. I can't lie. I don't really care what any other team is doing. Like, I expect teams to get better. This is the Premier League. I just want to talk about Arsenal and don't give a shit. Pardon the French. Like, who gives a crap? DG, low-key, I want one draw in the first month only because I don't want the manager of the month curse. I can't lie. Fuck that, man. Just win the thing, man. Unpopular opinion, Arteta has done decent in cup competitions. FA Cup won. Yeah, and then went out the last 2 years in the thingy, you know, and like Adrian Clark pointed out, not as a dig at Arteta, but how much of a factor was it that we played behind closed doors, not to take anything away from it. League Cup, he done okay for the first time ever. FA Cup, horrible in the last two seasons following that FA Cup run. And doing decent for me is winning cups. So, yeah, moving on from that. He dissed himself when we start winning trophies. When I start getting girls, I'm not going to be a virgin. Steve, great one. You think your daughter's not DMing Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Eddie Nketiah and all them sort of Haaland demons then? There. She's probably getting revved out by them shit dons as well, bro. J. Emmanuel Thomas and all them man there, the failed wonder kids. He didn't deserve that. He's the first one in my head. Shout out J. Emmanuel Thomas. Going crazy. And less of the dissing now. Thoughts on I can't say his name, Vintaya. Decent, man. Feel like I've spoken on him way too much, but lovely player. You know, really. What's your thoughts about Xhaka? Surely it's time for him to move on, I beg. I don't think he's as good as what Xhaka sexuals make out. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I don't like the pitchforks. I think there's some fans that fail to see what he can bring to the table. And there's some fans that overstate it. Me personally, I think he should be a squad player, rotation option sort of thing. I think the midfield should be revamped really. And I think we're going to live or die by that. That's my opinion. If he wants to move on, he can move on. Bro, DJ, I think Telemans is a better option to Basuma because when AFCON comes, Partey and then even Basuma will go, then we'll be found wanting in the middle of the park. I hear that. We need to show we can walk before we can run. Make sure you get top 4 trust. I think it's make or break, or should be make or break for Arteta, but internally, will it be? You know, because if he got 5th again, they might say, okay, we're building something with the process. It has to get really colossal at Arsenal before something happens. We're at 229 likes. If you don't hit the like button, then you're in the same group with this Steve brother. You hit the like button, you're not a weirdo. Flipping weirdo, blood. I know you wear Velcro crepes. Fucking weirdo. I've already spoken on it, my guy. Less of that, though, man. Exactly, and the AFCON's been moved now, so it's irrelevant now, really. Liverpool signing Calvin Ramsey, good signing for depth purposes. Spare a thought for Thingy, man, for Joe Gomez, because you can't buy a game at centre back. On the best of days, can't buy a game at full back. I mean, if we could get Joe Gomez, I'm with that. I think he's better than Ben White, respectfully. But fuck Spurs, man. Respectfully. Spurs, I can't lie. If you don't want to hire me, man, we'll go do that still. And I know a lot of legit Spurs brethren, and I know we got rivals, but like, man, dead Spurs now. Don't rise to it now. I'm sorry, people. You know, I'm always on it. You know, I accept a lot of verbal, so I thought, why not? I felt like that guy knocked that guy out at Box Park. He probably took a lot of shit. Thought, let me just do this thing. You know, every now and again, every once a month, you have to react to someone, man. This Ganato, brother, he's lit. If you're talking about the Italian, the black kid playing for Italy, I like him a lot. Do you think Ben White is capable of performing in defensive mid? Yeah. I would like Ben White to play a lot more at right back if we're not going to sign a right back. I personally would be very upset if we don't bring in a left back in it, which is what it is. I hear the project thing, but if we're being real, if Arteta was at any other big club, he would have been gone. He is. And you can have a project. But just because you're doing this youngster project doesn't mean that the rest of the Premier League is going to say, all right, Arsenal, we'll wait for you lot to reach maturity or get it done. You know, as much as about tomorrow, you need to do things today. You might be trying to buy a house or going on holiday or whatever in it. And you might say, let me stop buying certain food products and things so I can save an extra buck. Every little helps. You still have to eat today, though. You know, it is what it is. You still have to. You still need 3 points today. Appreciate the love, my guy, man. So yeah, I'm with you. I hear the project thing, but it only goes so far, really and truly, you know. And to be fair to you, you could have accelerated the project. And then you've got some Arsenal fans coming out and saying, oh, it was good that we didn't finish 4th because we're not ready and we're in line with the project to save wages. You know, some of these things logically make sense, but you say these things enough times, you start to bandooly yourself. When you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. And a lot of people do this bullshit. Pardon my French, people. In fact, you love football fans, man. You think I'm not saying anything worse than these footballers. But any brands out there, trust me, sign me, presenting thing, trust me, adaptable. Help me make $1, man. General Arsenal thoughts, we'll call that. But yeah, man. Any questions, keep them coming. Bro, Steve's one of them dons that buy them. What's them portable pussies I'm seeing on Twitter? People can buy plastic pussies, but let's stop, man. Let's stop. Let's stop. Because if we keep going, I'm not stopping that. Arsenal would smash next season if, and you know I hate that word, if we just get a few players like a striker and a right mid, then we would be good, too good. We just need like 2 strikers and then we'd be back. I don't know about that. I think the mentality shift is the most important. Coaching, mentality shift, training ground. Unpopular opinion, I think they're more important than actually the transfers. Because we've been signing guys. Yeah, we'll sign wavy dons, but if you sign Raphina and there's no overlapping right back and there's no movement creating space, it's dead. You sign Gab Jesus and he can be, he can work hard as much as he wants, but if there's no movement, it's dead. Learning from our old mistakes of last season will serve us a lot more good. Arguably, I want name brand players, but I'd rather us sign some unknown dons that are just flipping competent. I don't know how we didn't even win Europa League once previous times in the competition. Chelsea smacked us up, and Koscielny bottled it against Atletico Madrid, just like he bottled it against Birmingham, just like he bottled it for France against Portugal, just like any time. Koscielny flipping bottler. Meaty guy, I can't lie, you know me, I was a big fan of Koscielny, but the way he was maneuvering after he left this club, have to start being honest, you're a dud. Whenever it was crunch time, you bottled. DG, hope you're well. Have you commented on the fixture list? Yeah, I have. I've done it on Twitch, but I've also done it on YouTube. And here's a timestamp, my guy. I started talking about that at 9 minutes and 50 seconds, and it ended at 20:40. DJ addicted to smoke. Yeah. Listening from Canada, do you think Saliba can... I'm not sure. What do you mean? Can bust through? All right, Birmingham, I cried tears, bro. How has this happened? I swear I've told you like this. I literally asked God, like, what has Arsenal done? Why don't you like Arsenal? Like, why have you done this? Listening from Canada, do you think Saliba will take White's spot in the starting 11? I'm not too sure because at the end of the day, Arteta spent 50 million for Ben White. So you're gonna have to make that one happen, innit? I hope so, because then there's issues. I want Ben White to play well, Saliba to play well, Gabriel to play well, just like I want with all them attackers. We might do a shift of, 3 centre-backs or someone go to right back. Again, you look at the people above us, City got what? Laporte, Stones, Diaz. There's always a hot second where one of them is not playing. They're wingers or they're wide men. There's always a period where Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Foden, like, they're the guys at that particular moment. They're the ones standing out. Liverpool, Yotta's on the bench, but if he takes his chances, you never know. Salah, Mane, etc., etc. They've got Matip, they've got Konate who had to be patient. Joe Gomez can't buy a game. Van Dijk. These lot don't cry about depth when you're in all these competitions. If you want to be a competitive environment. I remember big up Darren, the Black Pep Guardiola. The whole reason I do YouTube because he changed the way I saw football, as big as everything else. We had competition, Marcel, Ramel. There was 3 fullbacks. I was first choice. They used to call man tall man because I was short, but I was first choice. But you can't be scared. Care, no one else did, because we were filled with ballers and we won the Eastern Junior Alliance and all them things there. The same logic. You can't, if you want to go, for me, that would gas me, because now I know we're 30. If I'm a sick winger at Arsenal and we sign another sick winger, yeah, I might think about my place, but that makes me feel a bit more competitive. Footballers are not stupid, man. Do you not think some of these Arsenal footballers, you're capping, but I'll call him right now. Do you not think some of these footballers look at their squad and think, yo, these men are meaty, You think some of these fans, these players are not saying the same things a lot of us are saying, respectfully to them? I don't know, but that's just a thought. We need options, man. Players should relish that. What, you think this is some Borussia Dortmund thing where managers going to come and play games and that? No. It's not how it should be. There needs to be competition for places. 259 likes. Thank you very much. Can we begin the assault to 300? American Gooner, come on, big up yourself, my dude. Lateness is greatness. Dion Abramovich. We need Rob Holding gone. He's been in the squad way too long. Players like him are holding us back from competing. We need quality backup. We do, but I wouldn't say he's holding us back, because he played his own little part in us trying to fight for fourth. Obviously, he let himself down, but yeah. Could sell him to make a profit on the 2 million. Why not? Man said HR got Stevie Vets because he's bullying at work. Claim didn't bang. I hope they check his flipping search history. Then he's done. But less of that, man. I'm not talking this meaty done, man. There's no need to give him. He's got his 5 minutes, man. And I would be really mad if a team came all the way from South London and did half of this, and we got you relegated. But let's not give him any clay. He's got his 5 minutes of fame, man. Steve, congratulations. You've won a roasting session by everyone. Think about what you're doing, man. Anyways, does Raphina want to come to Arsenal? If he does, if he does come, does that mean we're playing Saka, right? Yeah, bro, but the man have to play. What's good, DG? Late to the party. What have I missed in brief? Fixture list, transfer news, general thoughts in Europa League. Steve brother being a dickhead. You've missed a lot slightly, man. Just because we're the youngsters, DG, doesn't mean we're messing around. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean there. All right, my guy. Arteta does have the best propaganda. I'm not going to lie, man. There's been times where I think he's been unfairly done with the pressure, but I have to admit there's been several times last season where other managers at other clubs, bro, you would have got clipped for less than that. Glad we get Palace out the way early, to be honest. Trust. Hopefully we can catch them while they're not fit, man. Man's trying to say Arsenal are young and bad. G1, I don't know. What are we saying? I don't get that. Like, what does he mean with the young players? I don't understand, man. I don't understand, man. That late 2021 should have had Arteta in his split chart. But if you can survive them things, you can survive anything. I think some things I would say I've had to accept about the club. I don't think we're signing two midfielders or revamping to the level we do. Xhaka I don't think he's a bad player, but Xhaka is a highly rated player, and you just have to accept that. I don't think the club are as in a hurry as the fans to want to get back to where we need to get to and do these sort of things. I just think there's some, Arteta is going to have to do a lot to get sacked. You got to remember, even Emre had to do a lot to get sacked. There was talk of a new deal. I think there's just some things indirectly just had to accept, really. Who's the next Saka from our academy? This, when we find him, you'll know there's some very decent players. You've got Ethan in the under-16s. Rumors he could be actually leaving, allegedly. You've got Miles. You got Miles as well. They've both been playing at under 18s level, very good. I like Cozier Dewberry, who's just signed his pro deal. I'm not here to say they're the next Bukayo Saka and all these sort of things, but these are players that I like a lot. I think when you see Saka, you'll know in it. You'll know, like, you instantly could tell Saka was going to play first team football. You get the Nelsons and the Smith Rowes where they look good in that. And we get Gundogan. I mean, if Gundogan wants to spend his late 30s here and not compete for trophies, why not? I'm having Gundogan. Main thing is we need players to come in before pre-season. Tough season ahead. Would you take Ivan Toney? Probably not now. It looks like Eddie and Nketiah staying, but in theory, he wouldn't be the worst of players for the squad. I'd like the fact that he flipping believes himself. Don't want to hear F Arsenal and all them things there. He is meaty, but yeah. Which Highlanders would you give game time to in the Europa League group stages? Amari Hutchinson, if he's here, Charlie Patino, etc. People of this ilk. But if I'm honest, a lot of them should be pushing to go out on loan. 23s ain't going to save you. It ain't going to help you. You've been badding up the same man you've been badding up for years. Go and be out of your depth. Go and be out of your comfort zone. Go and be in a place where if you were good on Saturday, it doesn't mean nothing if you're not good on the Tuesday. These sort of things. Go and be outside your comfort zone. Go and see what football's really about. This is why when you see me when it comes to this young player thing, you don't hear me say all of these sort of things. They're going to be the next this, that, the third. It's jarring. Big up Dermot. I ain't even trying to get onto Arteta, but if it don't bang next season, who would you want to replace him with? He ain't on it, but Pochettino, what you saying, big man? What you saying, big man? Like, you telling me? What you saying? Like, you good? Happy in London, yeah? Let's see what you saying. Gasparini, what you saying? Gautier, don't go PSG. Call off for one more year. What are you lot saying? We don't have a household name striker. Is Ivan Toney that? What do you mean, what's the story with Brook? It's all right back in. He probably gets a new deal soon. Go back on loan. I don't think he's ready, but go back on loan. one day. But you know, shout to my guy Tapping Toes, the Spurs fan. You know, I want to do that, bring in fans and let you have your opinion. But some of you are weird. You want to show your buttocks and your willy and ding dongs and all these things on channels. Pause. Crazy. Bro, Arsenal fans can be convinced in anything. Man tried to convince himself William's a shrewd addition. Get out of here. Mad man said Ivan Tony. Arsenal need to sign Jesus, Raphina, Aaron, Telemans, and one Partey back up with another striker to have great business. Big up yourself, my dude. In my opinion, I think Arteta will bang for us. In my opinion, I like Arteta. I think he's got potential, but he's above man support Arsenal. At some point, the plug needs to get pulled if we're not doing certain things. In my opinion, we just need to step forward this market, get off our hands, and get it done. Come on, Edu. Bro, people are weird. Shelby, people are weird out here. We know we need a striker. I mean, making Arsenal's defense look toilet isn't actually isn't a thing. You know, they would made that happen as well. You know we need a striker. Team Harrison UK. What are you actually saying? Like, everybody knows Arsenal need a striker. I've said several times. I've literally answered your question and said I would take Ivan Tony. So, what are you actually saying? Are we talking for the sake of it, or are we talking now? Like, what are we saying? I'm just trying to seek the information. I'm trying to give you the information you seek. If I'm saying we need a striker, like, what are we saying? Is Leno going? It looks like he's keeping it moving. Appreciate you for hitting the like and subscribing, broski. Your opinion on Osimhen links. Would love it to happen, but I can't see Napoli selling Koulibaly, who looks set to go, Fabian Ruiz, who looks set to go because of his contract, and Osimhen in a champ where they've qualified for the Champions League. On top of that, Napoli tax, you know, they're difficult to do business with. You know, he's one of them, if you're not going to put the bag down, no point discussing. Would like him a lot, man. Yeah, I agree, Team Harrison. Like, we need a striker, but I don't work for Arsenal Football Club. I can't make them sign a striker. I hope there's a striker, but is where it is, isn't it? Really? Like, hope your exams went well, Josh, man. As long as you did the right work. Love the content, Sam. I love the fact that you lot love the content. You lot are just too nice, man. Even Steve. Big up Steve as well, man. Big up Steve, man. Without you, it wouldn't be worth it. I'd say at least 3 players we need. Bro, I'll be real, P. If man don't see a new midfielder and a striker arrive, whatever they are, then that's me, innit? Really. For me as well, it's just obviously when everybody's fit, Arsenal can do a thing. But I'm sorry, but there's never ever going to be an ideal scenario where everybody's fit in terms of physicality. Even when players haven't been injured, Saka, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Aaron Ramsdale in the League Cup against Liverpool, they've been playing with knocks, which has affected them. You know, one thing that scares me is our ability when, you know, the true mark of a team is you're only as strong as your weakest man, and the true mark of your team is at your worst when you've conceded a goal, when certain passes are not on, when their fans are onto you, when you're having a bad day. Can you show that resilience to get over the line? When the sun's shining, when the Emirates is cut, the grass is cut to perfection, we can do a thing and everyone's fit. But life isn't like that. Spanners are thrown in the works all the time. So if we can do these things, then why not, man? We need to improve that. But will we? I don't know. How good are Arsenal at their worst? And literally, as you saw, it's all or nothing. You think Liverpool think they played amazing when they beat Wolves? And in fact, played Wolves twice last season? You think City think they were amazing when they beat us because we were playing well, or Villa? They got over the line. That's how you win a league title. You think every game man are just going to run out there and just bad man up and bust out? It's not that thing. Our October fixture list looks nasty. By the time November comes, we could be out the reckoning for top four. Good thing that the World Cup, is going to come and save us at some point, and then we can ditch Arsenal for a sec if it is a that thing. 284 likes, people. Appreciative to you lot. Once again, you man are Steve's cousins if you don't hit the like button. DJ, I just see the same news on players. How many do you think will sign? In my head, I think 2. Anything more than 2. You got a name on the back of your shirt, DG? Well, I wear my own thing, though. I wear my own thing, man. You think I can trust any of these players to stay here for time? Come on, man. Come on. I can never be stressed. I'm blessed, man. I appreciate the fact of 500 of you are locked in on my YouTube channel. You know, we've got about closing in on 50,000. We got 46 and some change. We got like 5,000 on Twitch. I've got my health. I'm fucking sexy. I've got a lot of things to be blessed about in life. And I hope you lot do it too as well. And I wish you lot the best of health first and foremost, and in your personal lives as well. So yeah, man. Bro, it's me. Favorite number and my name. First, I got one with YC on it, but that's for another story. That's the next name still. But yeah, that's me, bro. That's me. Hey, G, I'd have to put your time out for that, you cheeky sod. Hey, you know what, G1? Hey, man, you're a villain, but you're a good one still. I'll give you that. Hey, you're holding a time out for that one. Hey, we need to move on. Leno, Marie, Fosty, Terrera, too many bums. To be fair, I don't think Terrera's a bum. He's just a soft you, and he doesn't want to be here. Really and truly. Be there. 115 rants. There we have that. Nah, man, that was cheeky, bro. Oh, there is amazing trust. 4-4-2, bro. If you don't improve the midfield, then I don't think you can play a 4-4-2 because 9 times out of 10 you're playing a 3-man midfield in the Premier League, and then you got things like Trent, to a degree, Reece James. Now you're losing like 10-0, bro. You've got Reece James, you got Tomiyasu, everybody stepping into midfield. Shout out you, Denny. If you're a galley, love. If you're man, them love, but don't know why. Fire. Pause. Don't know. Not quite as funny as G1s, but I'll give you one of them. Like when a girl's not funny at all, but I quite fancy her. You're so funny. We should go to a hotel. I'll give you that one. We need to sign good players, man, because next season is going to be hot trust. Better put your shirt back on before Stevie gets aside. Never seen your stop it. You lot chill out, man. Chill out. You lot kill me, man. You do some of you with this funny. Did you already talk about Jesus? How likely is signing, or is it just AFTV gas? I don't know for what AFTV is doing. It does seem like there is some tangible reasons for us to get Jesus. It does seem like it's fairly attainable, but until the Don's holding the shirt, wearing this, lying and saying, "Oh, I used to watch Thierry Henry growing up," I don't believe a thing, man. Tony was offered to you guys, but you're being stush. If he wasn't, we wasn't, then boy, it's peak. No. DG, do you think Lokonga should stay in the club next season? Because we're going to bring one midfielder in, I think he should stay. But there is every bit of logic with him going to another Prem club, whether that could be Bournemouth, one of the promoted teams, getting 30-odd games, getting up to speed with stuff. But I think I'm not saying he's going to be amazing. I think he will be better next season. And I think there's reasons to loan out Lokonga, but I personally wouldn't. Pardon me. I think Tavares could go out. Like, for me, Tavares, there's no way you would be part of my first team next year, but it's not my team. The cost of the jersey, don't even know how much it was, you know. Maybe like 70 something. I got my name on it. Yeah, don't be like me. I'm trapped in the hustle, man. Don't be like me. Save your coin. Jesus and Raphina both have seriously good pressing numbers. Telemans engages high up the pitch too. Will definitely sustain pressure better, but don't think it'll be enough. I hear that. DG might have to go on loan this year. The window ain't looking too good. Don't you think we need a backup right back, Cedric, as well? For I do, but the club allegedly are happy with Cedric's performances, so that's probably not. I think at best I'm hoping for a backup left back, and obviously Ben White to put in more of a shift at right back. I think at Chelsea he was terrible, but there's been games he's done well there. I mean, we need Gundogan for many reasons. He actually scores goals. We'd get some goals from midfield, but Dream chasing, man. Dream chasing. 300 likes. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Can we start the assault towards 400? You lot, thank you very much, man. If you've hit the like button, God bless you, man. Hope you all win the lottery. Hope you all have fun. Even if you didn't, but I hope you win the lottery if you didn't hit the like button. But I hope you all have good health. Thoughts on AFTV ruining Arsenal rep online? Listen, AFTV didn't ruin no Arsenal rep. Obviously, some fans used it. There's a lot of fans on that platform that used it. I don't really listen. I'm gonna say I don't really give a fuck about the platform or what they're doing. It's nothing to do with me. Shout out Robbie for what he's built and that, but I don't give a flying monkeys about it. You know, obviously, people like to see the meltdowns. People like to see acting up. People have played up to their cameras. Of course, you could say that. But would I say they ruined Arsenal? No, because if we was winning things, they wouldn't have that. And there are some good people on the channel. And let's be honest, you know, a channel with however many subscribers, and forget it, you know, because it's great, but however many, like what? Let's just say 10 characters on it. Does that speak for a global fan base of Arsenal? No one from AFTV speaks for me or represents my thing or could therefore ruin Arsenal's reputation. Like, who are they? They're not celebs. Respectfully, come on now. Like, come on now. I know people the same way people go. I'm sure people go find certain Spurs, United, City if they got enough fans, Liverpool, Chelsea. Everyone will go and find the small section of YouTube fans who act like clowns or play up to cameras and do things. And yeah, Arsenal fans are special and have used AFTV to do special shit. Like there was one clown. What was the one where he was doing the one Asian guy? What was he saying, bro? And obviously, race is nothing. I'm just painting a picture because I know you lot have seen this. When he's just going, woo, woo, he's twerking to get a flipping viral moment. Pause. But forget all of that, bro. I don't give a shit about it. It's got nothing to do with me. Shit, I nothing to do with you lot. Fuck all the gossip on them, man. There, man. DG will be a strict dad. I see it already. Nah, I won't be a strict dad. I'm a fun guy, bro. Like I'm the most reckless. Bro, I lost my phone the other day. I'm the most reckless guy, bro. You know. They interviewed the joke, man, but this is the engagement thing. I'm the most reckless guy, the most fun guy, the most irresponsible guy, sadly, really, once I get an opportunity to lay my hair down. DG, a fully fit Arsenal can compete at least for third position. We just need squad depth. But Olivia, you're right, maybe. But when is this full squad? I'm not being funny for years. You know, didn't we have a day once a couple of years ago where statistically every flipping player was fit? We're living a dream. Injuries are part and parcel, and when you're doing what we're doing, we're making players play with certain injuries. Bro, just forget them, man. They don't speak for me, they shouldn't speak for you respectfully, but obviously relevant, bro. We can talk, but I wouldn't say join AFTV. You can work with. I don't work for people anymore. I work with. Eddie and Saka press as well with Jesus and Raphina. Do you think we need another striker with a different dynamic? Love for the super chat, but why not? Yeah, if you could bring a target, man, with a little bit of pace, that when there's games going against us, he can hold the ball up and bring other players in. Why not? Bro, is Gundogan really a dream? Why is he leaving City? He probably wants to cut in it. I don't know, but I don't know these names, bro. Respectfully, I don't know these names, bro. Big up everyone doing their thing, but I don't give a fuck about it. Like, it's not my channel, it's not my people. I don't give a shit. Like, everyone in life should just be focused on what they're doing and how they can improve their life. I don't give a shit. Like, allow me with the gossip questions now, man. Football thing. Your numbers in the last weeks have been crazy. Big up, DG. Not crazy enough. We need that 50, bro. But I hear that. You've got to appreciate that, man. You've got to. Do you think Saka will renew his contract if he doesn't Champions League football? I think if you can gas him in the next couple of months, yeah. Would you get rid of Holding and get a better centre back if possible? Are Roma still in for Xhaka? You'd have to ask them. They linked with Torreira earlier. We looked at. Gonna have to cop last season's shirt. Still ain't got the piece like you get this season's shirt. MJ, that's just, I'm poor, bro. This donation, bro. But I hear that. I'm on that as well. I would like Project Martinelli up front to still be a thing. If Pepe leaves, what winger would you bring in? I would prefer Raphina. But we're dream chasing. American Gooner, thank you for gifting out community subs. Anyone who's followed on Twitch in the last few minutes, appreciate that. Dan Daven, forgive me for mispronunciations, but one love for subscribing with Prime. We're having some issues with Prime and they're running ads regardless. This happened last time and I sent an email and it got sorted. So it'll probably be sorted by tomorrow. So just hold that up for a second. Our transfer targets change on the daily trust, but at least it makes it exciting. 318 likes. Thank you very much for that. What's the time? Trust, tell him again, South London. Fuck them, man, there. Respectfully. Do you play Power League? Yeah, I played yesterday. 12 goals. I think Smith Rowe's overrated. That's cool. I think he's all right, man, but it's irrelevant, bro. That's cool. Everyone can think what they want about the guys. We need 2 top quality forwards plus 2 midfielders and a left back. Shout out Footy Chats. Big up DG and the nation. Hope you're all good. Fixtures are out, and I can't lie. October and April are going to be hella tense for us if we don't get the players we require. Amen. Amen. Amen, bro. How many players has Arsenal signed so far? Technically 3, innit? Marquinhos, Tusty, and Matt Turner. The problem is, can someone rise up when they've seen 90 minutes from these lot? How do you feel about Spurs getting Basuma? Good signing. You got to give him credit where due. Would have preferred for him to join Arsenal, but what can you say? Don't worry, DJ. I've chatted to you on your YouTube channel. Come on, Dan. Shout out to you. First time listening to you, bro. You speak the truth. Much respect. Dan, I appreciate. Dean, better yet. I appreciate that. Smith Rowe was the new Ronaldo when he's going Villa. This is why I want Arsenal to come back to the top, because we're beefing Brighton now. We're beefing Villa. Villa fans were talking with their chests like us to our sides, talking about they're going to overtake us. Nobody has said a damn thing about them swindling that Grealish money. I ain't going to do my fellow Jamaican brother Leon Bailey dirty, but I told you, look, he's only going Villa because he's got family in Brum. There's a hard food that he's just going to eat hard food. He's going to stink up the place. Buendia stinking up the place. Coutinho stinking up the place. Charles. Technically, we didn't miss out on Basuma because he didn't go for him, but we missed that. For me, we missed that. But if you didn't buy a player, if you just scouted him, if you didn't bid or offer, and you made it clear that you're having a different target, you can't miss out on something, can you? Uncle Party needs to stay fit for us to have any chance next season. I hear that. But I just want us to be in a place where, by all means, hope and pray and do that. Like on the Basuma thing, if we signed Basuma, then by all means, we hope Partey can do that. But if not, we keep it moving. Shout out to Jess. Forgive me if I'm wrong, at 3 o'clock, I should be live on Jess's channel. I should be live on Jess's channel. I think I need that. She's going to be on me still. I'm trying to find. I forgot to send her my fucking picture to put in her thumbnail, but I can't even find it on my computer. It's peak. Bro, Emmy Martinez. Can't lie, they kept him everything. Yeah, Brighton tweeting North London is ours. Charles, I want to smack them in. I want to smack Spurs in as well. I see, bro, I had to block their admin. I see their admin moving mad on Twitter. Like the actual admin's account. Do you think Raphina is going to happen? No, but I like the dream. I don't think Luka Jovic would work at Arsenal purely because all the stories you hear off the field, the man's professionalism is brazy. Xhaka Torreira are not good enough for Odegaard and Smith Rowe to have the freedom Ozil was blessed. I think Torreira and Partey could do that. A bit harsh on Torreira, if I'm honest with you. In my opinion, you take anything for Pepe, he'll go for 3 otherwise. On the other hand, if he stays, slaps in Europa, he bangs. I mean, that's where, we're not going to get the wingers unless certain man go. And this is where I'm saying where Hector Bellerin, where Ainsley Maitland-Niles, where Leno, where Pepe are concerned, Marie, this is where you lot's agents need to do their jobs because you lot are not going to play. You lot have made it clear you want to cut. So as much as it's on Edu, definitely on Edu, needs to do stuff. People need to cut, bro. Like, DG can also still attract big names when they're not in the Champions League. You can, but you need to give the bag or you need to have the gaffer. I don't think Raphina said he's a gooner. I think he just said he watched Thierry Henry, and obviously it's a job for him now. It's a job. You can't do the emotion thing. I think Smith Rowe should be played more in the middle. He's at his best there. That's why people think he's overrated. Bro, whoever thinks Smith Rowe is overrated, bro. Fuck that. Like, fuck, if you think he's overrated, calm. Like, just let Smith Rowe do his thing. Bailey's cold, but he's just here for the vibes, man. Even if we get all the players that we need with Arteta, are you confident we'll qualify for top 4 even this season? I'm quite sure we won't, but happy to hear your comments. As I said, all the things we need to improve. Listen, signings is one thing. If we still show them the same naiveties and all the things that let us down last season, it's a myth. Are we signing Jesus? I don't know, man. Go church and ask. Our biggest acquisition this summer would be a minimum 3-week foot for Odegaard. Man, Leon Bailey's my guy, but yeah, but he's stinking up the place. Bro, we was in the mud. Arsenal fans were rationalizing bringing Watkins to the carpet one time. That was crazy. I think you can, in theory, attract players, especially because the Premier League's becoming that. It's a top 6. And then, you know, first it was a top 4. And it's a top 6. It'll probably become 10 teams fighting for full spots. So I think that's one excitement in that anyone can beat anyone. Anyone can finish anywhere. It's been described as the NBA. I think players joining this league have to accept that. Even if you sign for City, Liverpool, there might be a time where they don't even get Champions League. But Champions League is a big help. Money is a bigger help. And the manager, and at Arsenal, you know, if you're an experienced player, you don't necessarily want to be surrounded by a bunch of kids. Are you going to Rant's stream? I will be in a second. I need to go eat and I'll be there. So Matisse and Rants are going to have to warm up the crowd before I arrive. I'm from Belgium. Going to watch my first match in the Emirates next season with my cousin and brother. You know, good seats, not too expensive. Well, the Emirates, it depends really and truly. It depends. If you're doing Emirates Cup, literally just go on the website and just buy the lowest seats. It should be calm, 20, 30 quid. We should be looking at the Portuguese league. Unpopular opinion, I don't think Arsenal's problem is identifying talent. We just sit on our hands, bro. You know, Basuma was there, whether we wanted him or not, he was there. Didn't happen. My man, what's his name, man? Why did I do that? That was so stupid. Why did I do that? Now I've definitely forgot his name. Bruno Guimaraes. He was there for time. Nobody took a chance on him. So yeah. Love for the super chat. People chatting rubbish. If Smith Rowe is overrated, then Mount is garbage. Mount didn't deserve that straight, but let people talk, bro. You know, let people talk. If they think everyone's there's people I think overrated. People are like, oh, DG, what you want? Whoever thinks he's overrated is calm. Like, as long as he's Smith Rowe will be all right, bro. Smith Rowe will be all right. I'm trying to. If you had to choose Telemans or Jesus, who you taking? Telemans, because I think the midfield, I can't take it anymore. I wasn't a fan of Eddie, but I can't lie, his improvement this season has been good. He has improved. But, boy, squad role. Coutinho's been good. Scored against United, done fuck all, you know, part of the little drama at the end of the season. I wouldn't say he's been amazing. Hardly set the world alight, you know. Hardly a Premier League signing of the season. 19 appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists. It's okay. Scored against United, then he bagged against Leeds, Southampton. Leeds twice, Southampton, what? And then City on the last day of the season, bro. My man went missing. You know, after his goal against Leeds, he went missing until the last day of the season. Not setting up any trees. You know, Coutinho's a good player, but that's dead, man. Already spoken on it. Recruitment is one thing, but I also think player development at Arsenal has been poor. I think Arteta is slowly changing that, probably not as quick as we expect. Telemans was decent. Thoughts on Calvin Phillips? I can't lie. I'm starting to not really rate him as much as I did. I used to think he was quite tigerish. He's been a bit of a pussycat in recent weeks. He's Villa. They're not a great team. Okay, but Grealish was a baller there. What are you talking about? Stop moving the goalposts, man. Fuck's sake. Like, there's no way you can sit here and say Coutinho's been good last season. To the honest, common Premier League fan, he's not done anything. He scored against United. That was it. He scored in the little drama against City. And because City came behind and that was the last game of the season, that's why man remember that. Bagged against Leeds, Southampton and all them thing there. What? They paid how much for the same amount of goals as Gabriel? 5 goals in the league. Mind you, it is more than Jadon Sancho and Hudson-Odoi, but bloody hell. They didn't deserve that, but yeah, it has to be done, innit? Then within their rights, they're trying to price Nkunku out of a move, or if you want to spend the bag, make it worth their while, isn't it? Really and truly. It's as simple as that. But yeah, on that note, though, people, I've got to go on Rants and Matisse stream, so I'm going to love and leave you lot. Obviously, 10 a.m. on Twitch, 11:30 on Twitch and YouTube, and whatever shall be, people. So yeah, appreciate you lot. We went over the fixture calendar list. We've obviously spoken about transfers. We've dealt with this pussy old Steve. We've done a lot of things, man. Daily Hudson-Odoi straight, man. They're 2 different players, but they're both attacking players. But stop moving the goalposts. Perform. If you're a centre-back, you've got to perform. Van Dijk performing at Southampton. If you're a winger, perform. The whole aspect of they signed someone, performed him. When I think of Villa, I don't think of Coutinho. He's got 5 goals, bro. Like, what? I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you can't sit here and say that he's been a sick signing. All they were doing was waffling. Oh, look how they've reinvested the Grealish money on Bailey, on Grealish. I mean, on Bailey, on this guy, on that guy. All of them been fucking shit, bro. Like, allow it, cuz. I don't want to hear it. Arsenal fans were out here saying, oh, don't get Odegaard, get Buendia. He's played in the league and the underlining numbers and he's got the same agent. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of there, man. You keep moving the goalposts. I'll keep slapping in the goals, mate. But anyways, on that, I got to get out of here before it gets long, innit, people? So, yeah, I'm going to go quickly get some lunch and then I'm jumping on Rants and Matisse's stream. So, yeah, man, I'll buck you lot in a bit. Hit the like button if you haven't. Most importantly, you lot stay safe, stay blessed. I hope you will move that much closer to your goals, hopes, dreams, ambitions, and aspirations this week. And, yeah, I'll catch you lot in a bit, man. Safe. Hit the like button if you haven't. If you haven't, unexpected high bills. One love to those who have.
There's always just that active and defending.
I think it's like